If many of you were like me, one of the best 2-hour blocks of cartoons on TV was Toonami. You had many great animes like Tenchi and even Dragon Ball Z. But there was one that was my gateway drug into anime, and in my opinion is one of the best out there. That series is Gundam Wing. It had a great cast of characters, an epic story, and huge robots. You just couldn't go wrong. To my surprise, back in the day, I found out that there was a game released on the Japanese Super Nintendo called Gundam Wing Endless Duel. So, like any other high school kid, I downloaded the ROM and I was instantly hooked. But recently, I was actually able to finally own a complete version of this game. Released by Bandai in 1996 and developed by Natsume, it's Gundam Wing Endless Duel. And we take a look at it today on this episode of The Game Machine. And it starts now. If you play a lot of licensed fighting games, you know that the story is not as in-depth as the property it's based on. You're left with the basic plot where you will fight against Gundam pilots and other protagonists to reach the final battle with Epyon and try to take him down once and for all. While you won't get the win quotes or learn a story from the game, there is something pretty cool that happens if you play as certain characters. In the series, different pilots take on different mechs. So if you play as, for example, Hero in Wing Zero, you will see on the Versus screen, if you play against Wing Gundam, it will be piloted by Trowa. If you play as the Tallgeese, when you face Epyon, Hero will pilot the suit. It's little touches like this that show that the developer cares about the property and wants to treat it with justice. With that said, Gundam Wing fans will know what's going on here, and those who can read Japanese. I wish I could read Japanese. I wonder what those guys are saying after they win a fight. Maybe like, that fight was easier than your mom, or I've seen GoBots put up more of a fight. I'm not for sure where to start off when it comes to the graphics on this game. It's amazing every single way. Character sprites and animations are so full of detail and color, all very faithful to the anime is trying to replicate. Menus and health bars are also given some of that Gundam style and flair. One of the more impressive things that you don't see in a lot of many good SNES era fighters is animated and scrolling backgrounds. Endless Duel has plenty of everything, from the scrolling battleship stage to little touches like seeing the desert sun set in the Quattro stage. Little things like this is what makes 16-bit games stand out and look great even today. Not to mention characters pulling off flashy moves and amazing combos are great. Gundam Wing Endless Duel is great 16-bit robot-on-robot eye porn that will keep you coming back for more and won't give your Super Famicom an STD. Now it's time for your ears to join in on the fun. Gundam Wing Endless Duel has an incredible soundtrack. Let's go back to that opening cutscene. If you're a fan of Gundam Wing, you'll recognize that as the 16-bit version of Rhythmic Emotion, or the second season theme to the series. Not only is that amazing, but so is the rest of the music. Seriously, I dare you to find one terrible song, because I haven't found it. Not just the stage music, but everything from the Versus screen to the character select mode. These tunes will be stuck in your head for quite a while. The great part about the stage music is that it's varied, and not just that it's different from stage to stage. It's that the tone of the music varies depending on the setting and even the stage in which the character is associated with. The waterfall stage is very oriental, very tranquil, while the space station has a very heavy techno feel to it. Overall, Endless Duel's music freaking rocks, and it won't get out of my head. Damn you, Gundam Wing! When you play games like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat back in the day, they were kind of slow compared to a lot of fighters today. Gundam Wing Endless Duel was not afraid to break out of that mold. As a matter of fact, it was quite ahead of its time. Of course, you have the health bar and a super bar, which in this game had a number mounted in it, which allows you to fire bullets or do stronger versions of basic moves. What Gundam Wing Endless Duel has is the ability to dash forward and back, air blocking, even hover. Yeah, we may see a lot of that in fighting games today, but at this time, there was nothing like it. It's still fun today, and if you go online and watch combo videos of people pulling off all these crazy moves, they make me look like such a noob. Other than story mode, there's versus mode, where of course you can face off against a friend, and even a trial mode to see how long you would last against an infinite number of opponents. If you're a fan of fighting games, with some deep and serious combat, then your fingers will get a challenge. My only gripe is that, even on the easiest setting, the CPU near the end of the game is very tough on you, especially Mercurius. Mercurius will make you its bitch. If you try hard enough, you can defeat Mercurius, and it won't ruin the game for you. Plus, it's always best to play fighting games with a friend, unless that friend picks Mercurius. Then, they are not your friend. If you're a fan of Gundam Wing or fighting games, it's a no-brainer. However, you may be paying as much for it as a new game. Gundam Wing Endless Duel is one of the best fighting games on the console, and it's a shame it never made its way outside of Japan. Now, if you excuse me, I need to equip a beatdown on a cheap-ass mech. Until next time, gamers, game on.